What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
I don't know what happened, but hey, this is your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Let me start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. What's
up?
I don't know what's happening. Am I having bad reception again?
Yeah, bad mojo.
Oh man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, but I hear you just like it's like a bot.
You sound fine on my
And
end.
if you look,
You sound fine on my end.
Yeah, if you look at Facebook, there's nothing on there.
What?
Right? Oh yeah, yeah.
What?
I don't know. Look, what did I say?
Did you connect to Facebook?
Yeah, it didn't. Yeah. Do you see it?
I'm checking now. What? Maybe it's Facebook.
No, it's cool. I see it. Anyway, the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily views of Dope Living TV or its affiliate. You know, Mondays it always goes bad. It just goes bad until middle of the week or some stuff like that, you know. But anyway, what's up, y'all? Hope everybody's well. Thank you for tuning in to Dope Living TV Live 946. With what this is, 946.
You on the countdown,
man. 946. Y'all gotta. It's gonna be a celebration. Y'all ain't understanding, okay? 946. What does that mean to us? 946. Gina, please tell them.
That means we've been working hard. We almost had our 100th show, you guys. We almost at our 100th show. It'll be this year.
100. You keep saying
1,000. I do.
God.
1,000th show. God. I do. I keep saying, man, we did 100 so long ago.
Did 100 shows, 100,000 hours ago.
We're almost at our 1,000th show, and it will be soon, maybe in the next month or two. We'll be at 1,000 shows completed, and I don't even think we counting the Facebook shows, right? That we started with.
We didn't count. If we count the Facebook shows we started, we're probably already at 1,000.
Yeah, because we did that for what, about a year?
Yeah. A year of excruciating pain.
5 days a week. 5 days a week, Monday through Friday.
2 hours.
So yeah.
2 hours. So, it was a pain, but we got through it. Okay.
Finally we got through it. So technically, we reached 1,000, but on StreamYard, we're getting there.
So celebrate with us. Every day is a celebration.
Every day. Hey, Felice.
And so that Rachel won't kill us, we always got to let you guys know that we are members of the National Black Radio Hall of Fame. We did that, all right? During that period of time, we did that, okay? And
yes,
we wear that proudly. Ain't no joke. It's everybody can't be that. But we hope everybody can, all right? Now, I did a live, Gina, Saturday, and I got to apologize to the people. I had my guy. Well, I tell everybody, I got to apologize because I kind of went in. I went off, all right?
What? I missed that. Maybe I'm glad I missed it.
I'm gonna tell you, Mom. You know how I always tell the guy Sharir, don't do that on here. Don't do that. Don't put the business like that on here. So he goes on my live and he proceeds to put the business out. So I told him, please stop. Please stop. And he wouldn't stop. So I had to fry him. I had to grill his ass, okay? And then the guy that does Rachel's social media stuff, Bruce, he came in and he gave him a tutorial. He said, well, hey, this is what you're supposed to do. What you're supposed to do. And by the way, why are you asking Greg for his banking information when to get paid, he needs to get yours, all right? And he said, you're so worried about the money as opposed to making sure everything gets done and the quality of everything. He said, I'm just saying, and then he started going in on, it was nasty, okay? But shout out to Bruce, my guy, for...
Bruce is the real deal.
Yeah,
I'm still stuck, Bruce. I'm stuck. Bruce, I've been trying to get my website live, and I'm stuck.
Bruce does websites, y'all. Bruce does social media. He does all of that stuff, and he does it in truth and honesty, okay? And shout out to Bruce. Shout out to Rachel. Shout out to this guy, too. What's up?
Hey, little brother.
How y'all doing?
Little brother, you've been busy.
Kind of, sort of.
Had to fry his ass. Had to fry his ass. I don't like
what happened, bro?
Again, and I think the guy, number one, Sharir, I'm not talking bad about you per se, because I see your work. I know you do the work and this and that, okay? But when I ask you to stop doing something, stop. I don't want to hear it all the time, okay? Especially on the platform. Stop. And as you notice, he ain't even on here right now. Normally he already just said some stuff. He ain't on here right now. What's up, police? What's going on? She said, hey, Gina, but it's okay. It's all right. Gina's not the only one. Byron, what's going on? Byron said that he celebrates listening to every show he catches. So number 1,000 will be just another celebration. Appreciate that, bro. Lee said, per se. I know. And Amber Penn, what's going on? Always good to have her pop up. Okay, she's coming on the show soon, all right? Right now, they're in the process of getting ready for another one, y'all. Getting ready for another one.
She working.
Getting ready for another one. Much love to you as well. Brave family out there, man, doing their thing. Top 48 coming out real soon. I bet you. Watch. They doing the script reading for Top 48. It's on the way, okay? Shout out to my guy Roger Reese as well. Chris, what you doing out there, man? I see all kind of certificates and stuff. You got that one quick, didn't
you? No, it took me some time to pick that one, man. I had to have my mother go pick that one up too, so I'll make sure I get it.
Yeah, well, you probably got that in record time. All right, I get you.
Man. Got inducted to the American Basketball Association Global Black History Museum on yesterday, actually. It was cool. Everybody was there from the mayor, the guy that built McCarran, aka Harry Reid Airport, Neonopolis downtown, and he's building the movie studios that's coming out here. And then the lady that's building Filipino Town out here was there also. So it's a whole big global multi-race phenomenon, but it was a great honor to be inducted. First one from Gary to be inducted, but it's gonna be more. Making sure that, but we got a movement that's going on that we're gonna help a lot of stuff, and I got a lot of stuff that I'll be coming to Gary to help rebuild. Been talks for that for the past 2 months from people on the inside and stuff like that. So it was a great opportunity.
So awesome. Hey, let me ask you this, and Gina, you can answer the same thing too. What's up, Steve? How important to you two is it to do things back at the hometown?
For me, the way I give back and feel that the only way we're going to advance if we come together and help it, and we need somebody to start that up. So if it's me starting up, if it's Gina, Greg, Dope Living, Mo, you know what I'm saying? Anybody that's a part of the team or not a part of the team, but whoever starts it, and as long as we come together and get the job done, that's the total point. You know what I'm saying? Because it's money for Gary, which I found out in the last 2 months. I think it can help build Gary. Like I have the whole portal for all the opportunity zones in Gary. You know what I'm saying? And got the date on when we can create more opportunity zones in Gary where money is delegated to Gary or any other inner cities for HUD, opportunity zones and all that. So it's a big plan that we got going forward. So it's just we just got to strategize and put it together the right way. That's all.
What about you, Gina?
It's real important, but you do know the problems I've been running into trying to promote in Gary is, you don't get much support. But I do see a lot of opportunity opening up here with the new administration, which is good because, I've been going to a lot of the meetings. There's additional meetings coming up, and I plan on attending those because I want to know what's going on in and around my city. And if there's an opportunity even for me as an author or me with Distinguished Authors Guild to plug into it. So it's very, very important. If it wasn't, I would have left Gary a long time ago. But it's so important to me that I stayed here, even though I was working, an hour and a half away, one way, and I still decided to stay. So, yeah, it's important to me, too.
I got a question for you, Jada. When you go to these meetings, do they talk about the opportunity zones at HUD at all?
They talk a lot about, what's coming to Gary. Some things are being held back. I could tell by the conversation that, the mayor and other people are having that there's things in the works that they not letting out.
But are they talking about the opportunity zones in HUD, though, particularly?
No, not in the meetings I've been to yet.
Yeah.
So there's another meeting coming up.
They plan. If they're not talking about that, they plan because it's.
I don't know.
To be honest with you, for the United States, it's over $400 billion of money for opportunity zones and HUDs for all the urban minority communities. And the crazy part about it is that only thing they got to do is have the plans of what they want to do, and the money is there.
Well, the only thing they really talked about, Greg, in that area is the TIFs. And
the
that's
tariffs.
really all that's been talked about. Not the tariffs, the TIFs. That's the TIFs are that extra tax that they collect and put to the side for different things. And a lot of people are asking, well, where's that money and what are they doing with it?
And that's the crazy part about it. That's the last thing they should be talking about, because I'm partnered with Opportunity Zones and HUD with the government, and it's crazy that they're not really talking about what can really change. Only thing they have to do is come up with the plans, and the money's there.
Yeah, but it's a lot of other underhanded stuff going on too that, and the tips aren't being talked about by the mayors, other people in different positions that's talking about it, which it's kind of crazy to hear what's going on and knowing that it's not what some of the people are putting out there. But they are talking about different things that are happening to Gary, such as we're about to lose the Gary Airport, and Mayor Melton, Mayor Melton to Griffith.
I thought they partnered with the Chicago Airport.
Yep, but there was a clause in there that ended it. It actually ended it this year, and Mayor Melton knew nothing about it. It really came to a surprise to him.
Wow.
So he did, I don't know what he did, but he did manage to extend it for 5 more years. So I'm thinking in 5 years, he's going to come up with a plan to try to keep it. I believe that's why they bring in FedEx by the airport, because
I
they're
gotta come back.
they're spending $60 million here to bring FedEx. And I really believe it was because it's right, where they're going to be is right on Industrial Boulevard, right next to the airport. And, they can have their access to their planes leaving out. And so with Griffith coming in and pretty much taking it, that might slow things down.
I need to come home. I need to come home ASAP, bro, because there's a lot of stuff that can be done right now.
I didn't say anything about, I didn't even answer my own question, but I'm gonna let y'all have that, all right? Because being the older member of the group and having a successful music video show, which I tried to maintain in the hometown and wasn't able to because of as Gina said, the lack of support. And then to come back again and try to do something else with the WW. I mean, Chris, you know what I tried to do. And the city wasn't supportive. I mean, it's kind of hard to put your hands on anything that's tangible, right? Now, there's people that are doing some great things. And, the man's a great guy. Even though he wouldn't come on the show. He's a great guy, really great guy.
But this is the one. This is the one thing, big bro, that we gotta understand is that the support of the people ain't gonna come until we start moving and doing stuff. But when it comes to the politicians that's there, it's people that's above them that we can make stuff happen with. That's what I just found in the last 2 months.
Do the cigarette lighter. Put it up. I mean.
That I found out in the last 2.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I found that out in the last 2 months though, big bro, because it's a lot of stuff that I found out that we can do. You know what I'm saying? That's higher than the support that's there.
Yeah,
of people that's in position.
I was remiss in saying that y'all noticed that we got 3 people on here. Okay, our brother Maurice was in California, and he got a little sick, okay? Got a little ill. And I spoke with him Saturday, okay? So I want everybody to continue to pray for him, first of all. But here he is right there, man. He ready for us, all right? What's up, Mo?
Hey, Mo.
And Mo.
Hi.
Marianne made it up there.
Hey, Mo, be back.
Yeah. Me and Mo did a video chat. So the last time I saw Mo, he was ass out, all right?
almost ass out.
In the hospital, man. He was ass out. So
he was walking around like Shaq was and Uncle Drew.
No, he was walking around like Tommy Davidson in Booty Call. Right?
And
what's up, Mo?
What's it called? Woo?
Woo? The craziest week in my life was
feeling better
this past week. Let me tell you, bro. Let me tell y'all what happened. I'm gonna give you a little, what actually happened. I had worked, I'm doing this modification on this new pay system, and I had installed all the hardware, and I was going back and installing the software. I said I wasn't feeling real good. I had ate something the night before, but I was feeling, all right, but I wasn't feeling real good. Anyway, I go back to the hotel room, and I had caught me something to eat. The wrong thing. I ate the wrong thing. And caught me something to eat and went back up to the room, went to sleep, and then woke up and had to use the restroom. And after I used the restroom, it felt like all the water in my body went straight to my lungs. I couldn't get a little bit of air. It's like, I couldn't get no air. So I'm sitting up here, I'm saying, I'm not going to die in this room, And so I just put my wallet in my pocket and grabbed my, keys and stuff and checked out and went down to the daggone lobby and passed out there.
Right there. They called an ambulance?
Yeah, they called the ambulance.
Wow.
I tried to call them for the room. Didn't work. I'm thinking to myself, I don't know the address or none of that stuff. So I need to get the big attention. So went down there and called the ambulance. They called the ambulance. They said they had to shock me. They had to shock me. Yeah. Then they called me.
The hotel. Shock you?
Yeah, Fairfield Inn here in
what's the name?
Tracy, California. They they did a #1 job, dude. They helped out a whole lot. I give a big shout out to them. Yeah, big shout out to them. They did a whole lot.
Shout out to them.
Big shout out to Fairfield there for sure.
We're definitely.
I mean, when she came into town, it was like they gave her straight to my room and everything. With no BS, nothing, you know. And they sent the card and everything, you know. They were the ones, dude. They took care of us. So you know, I just thank God that I got this woman right here.
Oh yeah, that's the whole relationship. That's what the relationship is about, man. You got questions and answers. It's all right there in that corner, right there.
Yeah, sure. And she made sure of that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to you, Marianne, for not wasting a second.
I'm not gonna let them just keep my baby. No, hands off.
The devil is a liar.
You know it.
So, you know.
Now I want to thank everybody for praying.
Yeah, we need that.
Yes.
Thank everybody for praying, because I'm going to tell you, bro. Your brother, I didn't know that I was that bad off. And they said something, you know, had to do with my kidneys and heart and a whole bunch of things. So, I mean, it still ain't done. I still got to, you know, follow up with a bunch of the health stuff up, which I will, because she's going to make sure.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, man. Sure. The Dope Living family is a powerful thing, man. Period. You know, it stretches across the country, bro. So I had everybody praying for you, bro. It's good to see you. You know, I didn't think you would come back on the show yet. Marianne, did you bring the certificate down with you?
No, I didn't. Look, everything got left at the house except for what I knew I needed to get him home.
So hey, Mo, it ain't just
but
me.
When we get home, look, it's sitting on his computer. I haven't even opened it. I'm giving him the privilege of opening it.
Opening it, I'll take a picture with it. Now, I'll probably be on tomorrow. It just depends on, you know, because I got to make these appointments with these doctors and things, you know.
How many more days you out there? You still in California, right?
I'm flying out tomorrow.
More morning. Okay. Doctor cleared him to fly out. So
I gotta ask you, big bro. I mean, I know you didn't say it, man. What did you eat, bro?
Sonic.
Fast food, something he wasn't supposed to be eating.
A chili cheese dog, some French fries, and a big ass cherry limeade.
Well, one thing we know for sure, it wasn't a cherry limeade. We know that for sure.
That's what my brain said.
Hey, we know it wasn't the cherry limeade. We know that for sure.
No.
Hey, if you gotta go, that's the way to go out, man, with that cherry limeade. Come on, now.
Look,
but you're not gone. You're here. You live to drink another one. Okay, so
thank God, I'm here.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So,
hey, big bro, you gonna have to do what I did, man. You're gonna have to leave that fast food alone. You're gonna have to eat salad, fruit, vegetables. Hey, look, and I'm gonna tell you, the when you get dehydrated, don't drink water. Don't drink water. Eat lemonade. I mean, eat watermelon. Eat watermelon with the seeds in it, though, because that's the real watermelon. And from when you cut it up, the juice from the watermelon, now you got watermelon juice for when you really thirst.
We done that before.
You got to do that, bro.
And Mo, along with the watermelon, don't forget to tap dance, man, and eat that chicken. All right, make sure that you get your own ingredients.
As long as it's inside.
Hey, look. One thing I can say for sure, bro. Hey, I take that stereotype of the watermelon. I take that to the grave, bro. Give me all the watermelon with the seeds in it, bro. Because one of the things.
That's the super fruit right there.
I was gonna say one thing that we think when we dehydrated we need water, but our body is 85% water.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't need the water. We're not dehydrated from that. We need the fruits, the juices from the fruits, because those are the nutrients that we need.
I do. I would tell you,
doctor. He ain't doctor for no reason. Okay, so that's my best friend right there, Bella the Don, man. For real.
Brother.
I never felt nothing like that ever. I mean, I kept thinking, in my head, is I was in a pool and I was inhaling water.
Yeah.
Man, my lungs filled up with fluid.
Yeah, man. I mean,
I woke up
yeah.
in the.
You've been drained.
Chair.
You've been drained, man. And again, prayers work, man. God is amazing. Prayers work.
Do.
Yes, most definitely.
So let me tell y'all, man, this is the relationship, believe it or not, the Relationship Roundtable, all right? And hell, the gang's all here. So let's get it started, man.
Yeah.
Look, I'm starting off with a question that Gina submitted to me. She said, if. Oh, y'all waiting? Okay, my head. Hold on.
I mean, go ahead.
If you found a set of keys, a set of house keys in your significant other's possession, and it did not belong to the home that you two shared, how would you react?
First, I'd ask the question, are these keys important? And if you said no, then I throw them away.
That's funny.
She said she don't care where it came from. If it ain't important.
You ain't going back there.
I mean, you gotta, but you really gotta ask for they. There can be keys to mama house. There can be keys to daddy house. They elderly by themselves. You gotta ask. You know what I'm saying? Now,
you can just assume that they, belong to somebody else that he's not supposed to have nothing to do with. But
if it's in,
well, I mean, you only got that assumption if you got a reason to believe that he's not being faithful. That's the only time you have that assumption. If your relationship is A1, you don't have to worry about it. You just ask, baby, who keys it is.
Exactly.
Bro, we're going to where these keys belong. We're going to where these keys belong. Okay, I'm not mad. Let's go to where these keys belong to. Let's go right now. Let's go. Get in the car. Let's go.
Let's go right. We gotta go. We gotta go right now.
I want to.
You don't take that. You don't take. Wait. Hey, G, you don't take that. You don't take that word for it. You don't take their word for it.
Man,
yeah,
please.
If they tell you who keys they are, you don't take their word for it.
Man, let me speak through the wires, please. All right, no, we going to where the keys belong. I want to know. I want to see the key go in the door. I want to see it turn.
Why though? But why though? If you have a purpose, if you have a good relationship, why you need all of that?
Maybe she bought me a house. Okay, I want to see where it goes.
Okay, even if she did buy another house.
I want to go. I want to see where the keys go.
So you want to
go? Okay, but if she did
Gina doing business up there. Gina asked the question.
Right. Gina on mute, handling business up there.
She handling business up there. It's all good. It's all good. We can move on because we only got a few minutes, okay? But I'm glad we talked about it. Gina, go ahead. Answer the question.
Go ahead, Gina.
Don't ask me what the question come from. Don't ask me what the question was. Just
What's the question?
Give me an answer to whatever you think it was.
At night.
At
night, huh?
My wife, he says, no matter how great the relationship, sometimes you gotta check. Thank you, baby. Thank you.
But only you checking by asking. That's your check.
Exactly. I'm asking you, where did they go?
You ask. Now when they tell you who it is, why we got to go there?
Right.
We know that eventually.
Take me to where the key belongs, so I can open the door.
It's never that serious. It's never that serious. The game on. The game on. It's never that serious.
I ain't gonna be mad.
The game on. It ain't that serious.
Look. Now, if she's not trusting, why am I gonna ask you to take me there? You told me that they go to your mama's house. All right.
All you gotta do is call mama. All you gotta do is call mama.
Exactly.
How you gonna call mama?
Why did you give us some keys?
How you? Why would you call your mother to ask her?
If you lied on your mama, then mama gonna tell it.
Do these keys?
Yeah, mama don't have secrets. She don't cover up for you.
She gonna tell it.
Oh, mama.
Yeah, she don't cover up for you.
I'll go to mama's house. What'd you say?
Yeah, they don't. Hey, look, they be like, you're not about to put me in your mess.
Right, exactly.
That's what mama gonna say.
When I check, you got to prove it. See, I'm living my life right now.
But it's not. But it's not a check though. I don't understand that part. Why would you have to check somebody that you were in good standings with? If they tell you what it is, that means you don't. That means you don't believe or you don't trust the relationship that you're in. So why are you with it?
No, not just on one.
No. If you ask them who keys they are, they say it's my mama's house, my daddy's house. Okay, that's what it is. But to do everything else, that means you don't trust us. So why you in a relationship?
Think about it.
But you know, to the beginning, if they do belong to mom and daddy's house, you know, he gonna come home and say, "Look, mama gave me keys to the house just in case. Daddy gave me keys to the house just in case." You know.
Why do the keys got to stumble out? Okay.
But you know, sometimes it don't even work that way sometimes either. You know what I'm saying? Because I got the keys to my mama's house, but my significant other don't know it. You know what I'm saying? It don't actually come. It don't actually be you coming home, be like, oh yeah, and mama gave me the keys to her house just in case something happened. That should be an automatic already.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, but if that was the case, wouldn't you would have told your significant other? Yeah, I got the keys.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, you would have.
No, you would not. No, you would not.
You wouldn't just come home. It
don't happen like that all the time. Because 9 times out of 10, you had the keys to your mom. 9 times out of 10, you had the keys to your mom and daddy house before y'all even got together.
Okay, but wait a minute.
We got together. I mean, my mother's house. My mother's house in GI. Whenever me and her got together, she knew I already had a key to it. It didn't matter when we pulled up. We had a key to the door.
9 times out of 10, you walking right in. You ain't ringing the doorbell.
She got a key to our house.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But if y'all together,
I might come home with a bunch of her aunties.
I mean, that's just like, you know, when I go to my auntie's house, you know, I just say, hey, listen, I'm coming. She like, well, you know the code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just punch the door and open the door.
The question was, if you found a set of house keys in your significant other's possession, and it did not belong to the home, that you two shared. Let me finish. That you two shared. How would you react? Okay, so my thing is this: why are these keys, after all this time we together, why are they all of a sudden popping up? Okay, I ain't never seen these keys before. I'm going to ask the question.
Okay, and that's keys. Okay, so and that's keys to either your mother or father's house. Why would it be something different?
You already know keys to mother, father house. They already have. You know about those keys.
No, but that's what I'm saying. All the time they don't have it. So if you get the keys. But if you get the keys and they be like, well, who keys are these? And they be like, okay, there's mama house keys. You know what I'm saying? All the time, they ain't gonna tell you. They ain't gonna tell. They can have janitor keys. They ain't gonna tell you what each key go to.
You found a set of house
That's what
keys.
I understand exactly what you're saying. I understand exactly what you're saying. But what I'm saying is, you're not gonna all the time explain where the keys are coming from. You asked me, I told you. So why we got to do the extra?
You can either take that answer or not. You know,
right?
And if you choose not to take that answer, then you gonna take it further. You know, well, we're going to the house, or or I'm gonna go check it out. And 9 times out of 10, if I don't believe you, give me the address. Let me go check it out. No, you stay here.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's the part I'm saying. Like, where did it come in the relationship that you didn't believe the answer that they gave?
That's not,
it came when them damn keys, when them keys rolled out. That's when I started.
So out of the whole time doing a relationship, just finding a pair of keys takes you to this extent.
The keys didn't come out.
It takes you this extra just because you found a pair of keys. It could be the keys to your daughter's house, your son's house. It could be the keys to anybody's house.
It could be a pair of keys. It could be a pair of keys. It could be all of that. Okay. If I find but that's what I'm asking. If that's the case, and you got to take it to that extreme, why are you with it?
You ain't got a relationship.
That's one instance.
No, that's not a. But look. To me, it sounds like it's the one and only instance. So if it's that means it's been something built up. If you have to take it to that extreme.
Okay, but flip it, Chris. What if there was really? What if there really was a problem? What if they really was hiding something?
Well, it's not gonna matter. That incident's not gonna matter. It don't matter if they there or not.
Yeah, it's not.
That's gonna make you say bye.
Okay, look.
Because I mean, it all depends
on this one.
Yeah, it all depends on how y'all relationship is. I mean, one thing I can tell, and I can tell the way Marianne and Mo's relationship is that they're gonna have a conversation about the whole situation. It's not gonna be a blow up. It's not gonna be none of that. And when you're in a great relationship, it don't go to the extra extreme when someone asks you a question. If my significant other asks me a question, be like, "Who keys are these? Oh, these are the keys to my daughter's house."
And you
now, if it goes beyond, and if it goes beyond that, I'm like, "Well, what's going on?" You can call in and ask. That's where it comes into play. Like, it ain't gonna be, "Oh, these are the keys to my mama's house." Oh, well, take me there right now. Why that extreme?
Well, I'm driving. I'm gonna find out where the keys go. I'm gonna find out where they go. That's just me. Agree to disagree. It's all good. Let's move on. How does a man know he's ready to be a husband, Mo?
I had this kid that was pushing me around in a wheelchair at the hospital. You know, I told him how long I had been married. I said, two or three things. You know, he said he'd been in a relationship for 2 years. And I told him how long we had been in a relationship. And I said a couple of things. One, the most important thing is when you find her, you're gonna know. You're gonna know. I mean, you could have been single for 14, 15, 80 years. But when you find her, you're gonna know. And the last thing is gonna be mutual respect and love and commitment to everything y'all do together. Everything. Ain't gonna be no doubting about nothing. So, I mean, the last thing you're gonna think about is hurt or being a player or all this stuff. That's the last thing. You know, you're gonna be thinking about trying to not handle that. You'll be glad to give all that up because guess what? You got what you want and she got what you want.
Boy, that cherry limeade is a potion, ain't it, boy? That's a potion.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
Marianne, I'm gonna ask you, how does a woman know she's ready to be a wife?
For me, I really didn't know what I wanted, to be honest. You know, I had an idea of what the right man was supposed to look like. And I just kept on praying to God, you know, and asking him to bring me the right person, because it just seemed like I was going through a time where I was picking the wrong person, you know, or I was letting them pick me versus me, you know, really finding out who they were before I got into a relationship with them. But once I knew that I would say yes, and then there was no doubt. It was like no doubt at all.
That's what's up. Gina, same question for you.
You pretty much you feel it deep down inside. It's just different from all the other relationships that you've been in. You just feel it. It's different, you know. So you know at that point. You know at that point. All the rest of them were like you know that wasn't even good for me.
Okay.
I think about one thing. You think about them vows that you take when you get married, sickness and in health. We done experienced all that. You know, good, bad, sickness and health. And guess what? We're still here. But we knew that before we got in the situation. Before we got into our relationship, we knew that. So
you have to ask yourself, you know, when the lowest low happens, will you be able to be strong enough to be there?
Yep.
When the lowest low, you don't gauge yourself on the highs, because the highs they're gonna hit you, you know, all giddy and feeling all fine and everything. But it's them lows that test you.
Yeah.
Then you know whether or not you know.
First time that low hit. If you still standing,
you still standing.
I tell young ladies who ask me, you know, what I do when I get mad. You know, I said, let me tell you, this is how you know that you really love that man. When you are really pissed off at him, really pissed off, not just, you know, I'm mad and he done did this little big thing. You pissed off at him, and you can look at him and you can say, but you know what, I still love you, you know, and you feel that in your heart. It's not just one of them little, oh, I still love you type of things. You got it. You got it.
Okay. Hey, Chris.
Oh, you want me to answer the same question?
Yeah, how does a man know he's ready to be a husband?
I'm not married, but the feeling that I have now is when you can picture the future of you being with this person for the rest of your life, this person and that person only. You know what I'm saying? That's when you know you're ready to become a husband. I mean, you wanna. I don't like to use the word lock this person down because some people take that as the wrong way. But basically, you want them to be you. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere you go, they're with you. So that's how you invite. Yeah.
Vice versa. That's the point.
You know what? For me, I think that when you want that person to when you make it a point, when you it's not a task, it's a thing to make that person happy, to make sure that person is happy with you. When you're able to change a little bit of yourself for that person, that to me, you're ready to be a husband, okay? Because you want that person happy with this representative, with you right now, the person that you are. And if you're not, you got to be willing to take the criticism that she says, well, this makes me unhappy, all right? Then I'm going to change. And men, sometimes we are so set in our ways and don't want to be told when we're wrong. When you can be told that you're wrong and accept it and say, okay, I'm doing this, and you don't have to tell her that you're doing it for her. You do it because you love her, because you want that.
Again, it goes back to wanting to make sure that she's very happy, and vice versa. You're gonna make sure you're very happy.
Yeah,
And what I call it is, I call it the grandparents' love, the love that your grandparents used to have. That's what I call it. You know what I'm saying? Once you see and you see how that love is nonstop, you know what I'm saying? You pretty much hey, once you see that love and see that love is unconditional, that's what you want in life. And when you feel that you found that, you know what I'm saying? And it's mutual. You know what I'm saying? It's not a one-ended situation.
Right. And I always say, Maurice is home for me. I don't care where in the world we are. He's home.
I like that.
Oh yeah.
Vice versa.
He's home. Marianne, look.
Also, I just want to say also, and if your woman is like what Byron said, that knows spells and know how to put you under that spell, then
I threw a chicken wing on it. I threw a chicken wing on it. That's what happened. I put girl. Chicken wing. You got chicken on there. I put that chicken wing on. It's more like she put a chicken wing on me.
Right.
Man, look, that's the template right there. I mean, as soon as she knew this dude was sick, he didn't even have to spell the word out. He said the S-I. She was on the plane already. Okay. That's love.
Yeah, and actually, I jumped up the moment that phone rang, and I was like, "Oh, wait a minute, something wrong." He don't call me.
I gave them my phone, and I said, Marianne Bishop. Phone rang, because Siri called Marianne Bishop, and they called her from the lobby. Then after that, I was out. Poof.
Yeah, and after that, it was like, okay, let me get on the phone now because I need to get California. And
and I do something. Got a cousin down here that showed up at the hospital.
Wow.
That's love, man. That's love. Bobby says that to her, there are multiple factors involved, and the formula is individualized. Steve said, just like you said, Chris, the love our parents had. It's so different now, man. Look, how do you deal with somebody who's clingy?
If you don't want to clingy person,
it depends. It depends on. It all depends on what your relationship is like. You might have that one person that you with all the time that you want to be clingy with. That's your peace. And when they're clinging to you, you know what I'm saying? It's a different feeling than being around a whole lot of other people.
I remember the first time we started holding hands. It wasn't like we're gonna hold hands. It was just like a natural thing. Our hands just drifted to each other. And we still hold hands now. And we'll be walking, someplace, and somebody be like, "Oh, how long y'all been together?" They think we've been together about 2 or 3 years or something. You know, and then when we tell them, they're like, "And y'all still holding hands?" Yeah.
They say, y'all still like each other?
right. I said sometimes I don't, but you know, and that comes with it too. You know, some days you don't like each other. You know, but that's where that low comes in at. You know, you may not like each other, but do you still love each other?
Right, and that's the question I always want to ask. You know what I'm saying? It's the saying is, I love you, but I ain't gotta like you.
Right,
you know
right.
What I'm saying?
There's gonna be sometimes everybody is not gonna like each other every single minute of every single day.
Right.
Yeah,
You're not gonna like each other every day.
No,
it's true. But you still love that person.
Exactly.
But that day they just getting under your skin.
Can you see that person going somewhere else and being someplace else? No.
Yeah.
No, get back here. Just because I don't like you right now, don't mean you gotta go.
You don't like me right now.
Until recently, I was in the I like you, but I ain't gotta love you stage. Okay, I mean.
Hey, look, that's the saying
too. That's lust.
You cool, but you got to go home. I don't care where else.
That's lust. That's lust.
That's not love. That's not
love.
That's why I'm done. Thank you very much.
Hey, this is another question. This is another question I have. This is another question that I have for people. Not people that's been together forever that they know both love each other. But when someone tells you they love you, is it your obligation for you to say it back?
No. No. Because if you say it and you don't feel it, then you're being hypocritical, not just to them, but to yourself too.
Right.
Exactly.
A lot of people are running for that money bag. You know what I mean? They gonna say it because they're looking for the money bag.
Mm-hmm. You know? And a lot of people don't know what the word love really means. Yeah. You know, they use it loosely. You know, just throw it around. It don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And look, it lost its value like money.
Especially in this day and age.
Mm-hmm.
I just
think it's a money bag. I'm telling you.
If it's somebody, man, I just say, "Hey, thank you." And she'd be like,
yeah, and then look, but when you do that, they get mad at
you. That's more respectful.
They get mad at
I love you. You know, okay, now go.
Yeah, because I always tell people that's how you feel. Don't mean I feel the same way.
Right. No, I mean.
No, but it's true. I mean, like if you're not,
it's better to be honest, straight up in front,
right,
than to keep it going on, and then their feelings are hurt, and now you looking like the bad guy, you know, because their feelings are.
Y'all got 3 or 4 kids, and something changed. No, it's always been.
Been like that, yeah.
What did I say a long time ago? Well, you know, the men we say I love you. Till they get to that moment, then all the love skeet up out of you, man. And then after that,
Okay, it's done. Thank you.
I love you. Oh, get the hell out of here. Uh-oh, Chris. Dr. Jory Lynn, you on a radar right now. She said, "Wait, what?"
Dr. Jory,
you done messed up now.
You've been gone too long. You've been gone too long.
All she had to do was say one thing. Okay, I know you done messed up. We all done messed up now. Okay, what's up, Dr. Jory Lynn? Bobby said I was saying no to being obligated to say I love you back. Yeah, I know. Say I love you some, and show I love you a whole bunch more. And again, Mo, as in every show, I'm in trouble. Anyway,
shake your right head. You're gonna have to do some splaining, son.
You got some splaining to do.
That was back in the day. Okay, get out. That was back in
the day. You know back. Hey, look. You know back in the day. Hey, G. You know back in the day mean yesterday, right?
Not at all. She gonna cuss you out in a minute.
Hey, look. Look. You know I take all contenders. You know how that goes.
They gonna cuss you out in a minute. Anyway, let's go on. Can you forgive and forget?
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
if you're in a
You can
relationship,
you can forgive, but you never gonna forget.
Yeah, people can say forget. I don't think you forget.
Once you see the pattern happen again, you know the pattern to look for.
that's different.
You try to forget. Yeah, you try to forget, but you see the pattern that you look for.
Exactly. Once the pattern happens again, then it's over.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you can do the forgiving, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let that go. But you're right, Chris. If that pattern appears again, we got a problem.
Yeah, and then you see the pattern even if the person you with don't work out, and you see it in the future. That's why they say people come in your life as a lesson or a blessing. You got to choose which one it is.
Right. Preach.
Dr. Joy Lynn said no 3 times.
Dr.
She
Love.
said it 3 times.
Dr. Love Lane.
Love is an action.
Hey, look. I got my doctorate. I'm good.
But you can forgive and not forget. You still can forgive somebody and not forget what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just going to be that's implanted in you.
But if you forgive,
it's also
let
go
it
ahead.
go.
My bad.
No, I'm just saying, if you forgive, let it go, because if you bank in that little bad deed that they did, you say I forgive you, and then something else come up, and then you just bring that. You remember when you did this?
Forgetting doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to bring it back up. Anything happened to you in your life, especially if it's devastating, you're not going to forget it. But that doesn't mean you hold on to it.
It depends.
True, but the other. Go ahead.
It all depends on what you forgiving. I mean, if y'all forgiving and trying to forget a cheating situation,
that's
ain't going away.
No, that's not going away.
That's not going away.
Well, not for me anyway. That ain't going away.
Me neither.
Dr. Joy Lynn said that's some bullshit.
Or the forgiveness, the forgetting it.
You can't forget. She can't forgive. You can't forgive.
Because the thing about it is, you're gonna forgive, but until you healed about the situation, you're not gonna forget it.
You said forgiveness is for you.
Right. You forgive for you. You don't forgive for them.
Right.
You know.
Right.
No matter what the situation is, the forgiveness is always for you, for yourself. It's not for the other person.
Yeah, and it's level to what you forgiven too. You know what I'm saying? There's some stuff you can't turn back from. You know what I'm saying? You can't turn back the clock on. You know, if it's a physical situation with someone like a cousin, a sister, or something like that, that's not forgivable. You know what I'm saying? Because both of y'all do. You know what I'm saying? If it's something that some other things can be forgiven, but they're never, like I said, you're not going to forget about it. You know what I'm saying? Until you're able to heal and accept it for what it was at that time. And it takes time for people to do that. It's not just going to happen in 2 weeks, 3 days. It's not going to happen that way.
It depends on what it is.
Like
if you bring an extra kid into the family from somebody else.
Exactly. That wasn't there when you first got together.
Right.
Right.
that right there is going to be kind of hard to say. I forgive you, baby.
Yeah.
But you know, Mo, that happens more than often.
Yeah, I know.
But you got to heal from the situation. If you gonna still stay with the person, you got to heal. It's gonna be a healing process.
You got some,
and you're not gonna be able to heal with the person.
But I thank God that we've never been tested on that thing. I don't think we would have been together. I really don't.
I'm not like some of the other people on our show that go like this. I love you.
Hey, I got another question, y'all. Look, do you think leadership in a relationship should depend on income, or is it about something deeper?
Ain't none of that.
A leadership shouldn't even come into play.
Right.
Each partner has their strength and their weakness. You know, if I'm looking at him to constantly play the leadership role, when something like what happened to him this time happened, I wouldn't have been able to be there for him because I would have been the weaker person. I've got my strengths and he's got his strengths, and the beauty of it is we bring that together and we make a strong couple.
Yeah,
make the relationship stronger.
That's so true. That's so true. I mean, but it also, leadership is more of following the covenant base. You know what I'm saying? In a husband case, it's God, wife, mother. Well, God, wife, I think mother and children, or children and mother, parents that way. In a wife, it's God, husband, children, then parents in that covenant. So when you follow it in that covenant, like Marianne just said, they have their weaknesses, they have their strength.
And you understand
Somebody's
that.
strength might be somebody else's weaknesses. So when you blend it together, it's basically a leadership in that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and
Feelings do heal, Joy. Man. Whoever told you that?
We talk about everything, you know, and so we want to be on the same page at all times.
No one, no surprises.
And sometimes we talk loudly, you know, about it, but when it comes to the end of that conversation, we
she said
we
loudly.
agree, you know, to whatever you know the outcome
Hey, look.
is.
All right, look, I got one last question, y'all. One last question before we get out of here. And y'all know I had to get a little bit nasty on this one, but do you what do you like in bed, but you don't ask for?
Nobody's business.
Agreed.
Ask that question again. I want to make sure I heard it right. Ask that question again.
Because me and Chris are probably going to answer it. What do you?
Yeah. Ask that question again. I want to make sure I heard it correctly.
I'm getting ready to ask it. What do you like in bed?
Okay.
But you don't ask for?
Everything.
Y'all know you want to know my answer?
We know already. Everything.
No.
Love up until a point. Love. He like.
All I want in bed that I don't ask for is a cheeseburger. Man, I really want to eat a cheeseburger in bed. I've never done it before in my life. I want to do that. Eat a cheeseburger in bed.
Mine,
yes. And a pop, a soda for those in the South. Anyway, man, Gina said, none of your business. Mo and Mary said, none of your damn business.
That's what married couples do, bro. That's what married couples do.
Y'all just experiment. Y'all be like, okay, jump off the dresser.
And we we ask each other for, you know, for what we want,
right.
You know.
That's right.
Oh, you asked?
I like it. I like it when she asked me to play Helicopter Man. She want me to come off the silicone.
Lord have mercy.
Hey, Chris.
Lordy.
I'm with you, Chris. I want to play dress up, man. You know, let's do the Rifleman or Leave It to Beaver or something. Leave It to Beaver, yeah.
Lord have mercy.
He said, "Leave it to Beaver."
Leave it to Beaver.
That's funny. That's funny.
Hey, Wally. Anyway,
Stop
that's Relationship Roundtable. Hey, man, look, it is so great to see my brother Mo right there, man. Because, like I said, when I got the message, man, I was like, oh no, I didn't know what to do. I wanted to fly out, but then I said, okay, I'm gonna let it kind of calm down a little bit, and then we'll see what's up. When I saw him when we did the video chat, he looked well, but he looked tired. So I was glad you was getting your rest, bro. But anyway, God is amazing. All right, Mo, let's get out of here. Mo and Marianne, let's get out of here.
Man, I'm gonna say it to you again, y'all. I love you guys a whole bunch, and thank you for the prayers. You know, thank you for the prayers, and I thank God for just sitting right next to me every day. We wake up in the morning and pray. We go to sleep and pray. So I mean, I'll tell you something. Again, I love you guys.
Yeah, don't be scared to ask for prayer. Don't be scared to ask for prayer.
Never. Yeah.
So, Chris, what's up, man?
Hey, I just want to give a short history lesson. When we think of Cinco de Mayo, we think of Latino, Mexican, Puerto Rican, but it's more bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? It's really celebrated for the black and brown people when France tried to take over Mexico, and the slaves that was in Mexico bounded together with the indigenous Mexicans to beat the French. That's what Cinco de Mayo is about. It's not about Mexican Independence Day. It has nothing to do with straight Mexican, Puerto Rican, Latino. It's basically both of our days. So you need to really know the history about Cinco de Mayo before you start race shaming.
I didn't even know today was the 5th, man. We had
we know it's here.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
By the way, we had
I know, hey, look, y'all in California. I know y'all know it's out there.
No. They started Saturday.
Right,
Going
right.
to the hospital. They were having parades already on Saturday.
It was lit up down here.
I can believe it.
Man, I'm just gonna say, manage your own relationship. And one thing you don't want to do is bring everybody into it. Not your family, not your friends, not your sisters. That keep that relationship between the two of you, because bringing in a third party, fourth party, fifth party only makes matters worse. And that's including another lover.
Oh yes.
It turns into a puff daddy situation. You don't want that.
What it really turns into, if you leave them and go back to them, they looking at you crazy for all the stuff that you told them about.
Hey man, real quick, I want to say, take care of your loved ones, man. All right. Everybody needs to feel love. All right. Again, I go back to Mo's situation, man. When he, when we got the news, seriously, man, and it's it's funny, but it ain't. I went back to the Buffin' Boss days, okay, and I'm like, not my boy, okay. I mean, we done been through hell and high water together from high school, okay. I said, not my guy. All right, so I did a silent prayer. I wanted to make sure that at least he knows, and don't nobody say anything to him that, his brother Greg from way back. I mean, because we brothers from way back. At least he knows that I care. I don't do a lot of calling. Y'all know me. I don't do a lot of calling. I don't do a lot of none of that. Okay, but I had to make that call. Show the people that you love. Let them know that you love them. Let them know, it's not a bad thing to tell another guy, hey man, I love you. Okay. Yeah. It's not. Okay. Yeah. We need that. We need that love in the world today, man. Especially.
We need more of that.
Yeah.
We need more.
Especially in our community.
Yeah, so I mean, I love my group of people right here. Okay, we love you guys out there. We are at 200. Now, see, Gina got me messing up everything. We are at 946. Every time Gina get on here, she said we have 100 shows coming up. Okay, we did 100 shows on Facebook Live. That's what we did. 100 of them. Okay, so
don't be blaming me.
He said 100
I'm
shows.
the affiliate.
Hey, look, if we did 100 on Facebook Live, I mean, we over 1,000.
That's what we said earlier. That's what we were saying. That's what we were saying, Chris.
Those were 2-hour shows too.
2 hour shows.
5 days a week.
Technically,
5 days a week. Yep.
Technically, yes, we're already at 1,000. All right, but we're gonna make it official. All right, 946 right now. 947 is tomorrow. Man, thank you guys, Steve. Thank you, appreciate you, Bobby. Thank you. She said, man, this is so nice, man. She says that I always enjoy learning with a good dose of laughter. Thanks, Dope Living. We try to make sure that we want everybody to be happy, all right? That's what we do here at Dope Living.
Oh, yeah.
Mo, you have a safe trip home, man. Oh, we're going to see you tomorrow, though. So, no, you'll be home tomorrow. Have a safe trip, man, you and Marianne. We love you both, okay? I'm glad that you're better.
We love you guys.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Like you always tell me, Greg, get your rest, do this and that. I'm sitting up here going to sleep.
How you feeling, though, Greg? While we ask you, how you feeling? How you feeling, bro?
I'm better, man. Don't I sound better?
Okay. You do sound better, but you still got the mask on, so I'm just making sure you all right. There you go.
Once Marianne came through that hospital door, Mo was better.
It was all good.
That's all it was. Hey, look, it's like twins.
When he knew I was getting ready to get on that plane, because I called him because I was texting back and forth, and I said, listen, I need to hear your voice. I need to hear your voice. And so first call, he sounded really weak, and I'm like, I need to talk to somebody there right now. you know,
Yeah.
that was going on. And then they, when I got here, their hospital rules are that no one comes into the hospital from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. So you know that was hard. That was hard. I'm in the same city that he's in, and I can't go touch him. You know, that was hard. You know, so I wasn't able to see him until the next morning. But the rest of the hospital knew who I was after that.
Oh yeah, but you know, it's like when you have your significant other, it's like twins when they're born. You know what I'm saying? They grow able to get out the hospital, the incubator together, because most of the time they're preemie. So when they're together, they feel that same energy that they had when they was inside the womb. When you separate them, that's when they get thicker and stuff like that. So that's pretty much what it is. Like Gina said, when Mo heard your voice, Marianne, he was like, "Oh man, I'm ready to walk." He started ripping off cords and everything.
Yeah, because they were talking about keeping them until Tuesday, and I came in there on Sunday, and they said, "Well, I think we can discharge them. We're gonna discharge them in about 30 minutes." Then they came back and they said, "Well, it's gonna take you about 5-10 minutes to get the car in here. You ain't keeping them." It's like, give me 2 or 3 minutes. I'll be up front.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mo was ready. Mo said, "Give me my drawers. I'm ready to go."
Hey, look, you ain't keeping it. That's what you say. Hey, Mo.
Half closed.
They gave me this yellow. You done gave me yellow with the ass out. Y'all got me looking like a warrior up in here.
Hey, Mo. You wasn't gonna let the hospital GTG?
I had to get him.
On that note, man. Hey, look, we gotta get out of here, man.
Wait, Chris. And Mary Ann bought him? Because I'm thinking to myself.
Right, exactly.
I already knew how he was gonna be, you know. Like, no, I need my underwear. I need my clothes.
Right.
You know, they can do whatever they want to, but I need my stuff.
Right.
Did y'all join the? We gotta get out of here. But did y'all join the
Our relationship? Join the hospital club.
Did y'all join the hospital club?
Join the hospital club.
No, we didn't have a single room.
That's all good, man. Hey, man, look, Mo, we're gonna see you tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
He gonna have that certificate. Hey, man, everybody, Gina, Chris, y'all have y'all certificates ready, all right? Because he gonna be
all right.
Have them ready. We're gonna be there, okay? This is Dope Living TV
Live. Verification video party.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tomorrow is the party, okay? Anyway, I don't care if we have if we got a guest on tomorrow, we're gonna slide it up there real quick.
Right.
All day long, man. It's Dope Living TV Live, man. We'll see you guys tomorrow, all right? Peace.
All right. Peace.